Amen.
When he spoke to Mary, Mary is like, how will this be? Seeing that I don't know a man. He said, there's only one person in the whole world who can help you. Go speak to Elizabeth. Why? Elizabeth has experienced the same visitation you are experiencing now. But instead, we share everything with everybody. What do you think? Out of jealousy, they say, you know Sister Agnes. That's what she started. When she first got to America, you talk to the only one with this dream. Wait, let me call her for you. They call Sister Agnes and say, Auntie, it's a good plan, no? But I don't know why. This is America. There's so much racism. If you white now, you will make, they will knock it out of you. Yes. And then you will start thanking God for not trying. No. The enemy know how to discourage you. And the way we've been prepared because of the teaching we've received, we are so fear-driven that we are so risk-averse. We don't want to take chances in any way. They were showing another guy yesterday. He's a football coach in Arkansas. He said, if you know football, you know that when you're supposed to move the ball 10 yards in 3 attempts, if you don't, you punt. The guy never punt ball. He never. When they score, he will do what is called onside kick with the ability to recover the ball. He said, because that's defeating yourself. Why would I want to give the ball to the opponent? I'm going to try and see if I can get the ball back. It's a 50-50 chance. He never punt the ball. And he has won 120 games and has only lost 19. In one game, they were showing them, they took the ball, they scored. They did the onside punt, recovered the ball, they scored. They did it again, they scored. They did it again, they scored. In 3 minutes, they already scored 28 points. They said, but this is working. How come nobody else is trying it? He said, I don't know why not. He said, everybody think I'm crazy, but I think everybody else is crazy. Fear is so prevalent. If Jesus appeared to you right now, as you are dozing up and you just saw it so clearly, and he told you, I want you to do this. He said, I want you to go back to school. I'm going to make you a medical doctor. I rebuke you, Satan.
At what age?
At 46. I rebuke you, Satan. How can Satan promise? Satan has no good plan for you. Do you know that what Moses did? God wanted to use him. He started rebuking God. I can't talk. I can't do this. I can't do that. And after God showed him all the examples, he said, you know what, God? Send somebody else. And God got mad. How can God call you? Are you saying God doesn't know everything? Before he picked you out of the 7 billion people and show you what he will do through you, you don't think he has considered your enemy and everything and know it will work? Yeah, it was. So what if I fail? What if you fail? Do you know if this young girl, as short as she is, can throw the ball into the basket 1 out of every 2 attempts, she will win an NBA contract. If it can be guaranteed that if this guy throw the ball from the back of the court, basketball court, every 2 times she threw the ball up, 1 will go in. Even if she's a midget like this, they will give her a contract. Because that means she scored 50% of the time. The best NBA player don't score 50% of the time. So Elijah had a plan from God. God has never used anybody like that before. I don't know why people are so scared to trust God. I don't know. I just don't know. When I was taken by the immigration, and everybody said, lawyer, I said, no, don't waste your time. I spent from my own money $50,000 on lawyer. I'm not giving them a dime anymore. No lawyer, I don't want no contribution, I don't want anything. If God can't do it, then it doesn't need to be done. I was back there in the immigration detention center. The day I realized how much I trust God, I started crying myself. Because they just deported my roommate, they are deporting people by the truckload. And it just occurred to me, I don't have a single number in Nigeria that I memorized. I don't, a single number. You know, because since I didn't ask them, any day I'm going, that is, because if they are depositing, they just wake you at 3 a.m. Bring you all the way from that place to St. Louis and stretch to the airport. So you are supposed to always go to them and ask them, when are you guys taking me? They will tell you the week. So you will now call your people, wherever you are, to bring your load to their office in St. Louis. So when you get there, before you are deported, you will have your load and a little money to take home. But the day God let me realize how much I was trusting Him, I realized I don't have a change of clothes. I don't have a dime to my name. And worst of all, I don't have a street address or a single number in Nigeria. So if they drop me at Murtala Muhammed Airport, I will just be like an alien from out of space. I don't know a single number I can call. Just like you don't memorize any number anymore. You want to call somebody, you go to contact. So I don't know a single number. So I don't know about you. If I want to, look, the enemy scare you too much, you will die. Who won't die? You will fail. Who doesn't fail? God is ready to turn your failure to success if you trust Him. I don't know what you are afraid of, but as for me, I have only this one life to live. I told God when He said start a church, I told you in 45 days we started looking. In 45 days we started. I told Him, if you fail, I'll obey you, I'll go back to my house. I said, I'm not going back to another church. I will become a pastor over my 3 boys. Because my wife, when he had the call, he said, no, God don't work like this. I said, go find your own church. But these are my boys, they will worship with me. So I know people will start laughing. Look at your friend. He has packed it in. I did it to obey God. So if I hear him wrongly, I'll just say, Lord, I'm sorry, I missed you. But from now on, I know the truth. I'm not going to submit myself to all these lies anymore. I will serve you the best way I can in my own house. Amen. With my 3 boys. Amen. So Elijah wasn't worried that, what if I obey God and it failed? 450 against 1. Look at that all. But because he knows the word of God, because he knows what to do, like that basketball coach, 4,000 student member, against school with 50,000, 60,000 members, with $70,000 recruitment drive, against school spending $2 million. Is winning, they are losing. He knows what to do. So the Bible says Elisha repaired the altar, cut the sacrifice, build the altar with 12 rocks. And like I've been telling you, when you know God, you don't think anything to sacrifice to God. Because you know you cannot outgive God. The Bible says nobody can lend to God and God will not repay. No, yes. Remember, the curse Elijah put on the people is that there's no rain. Remember that?
Yes.
So when they built the altar, he said, fill 4 pots with water. In that day, what was the scarcest of all commodities? Water. That means people did not have water. That's why there are people who are dying. So he told them, what you don't have, I want you to offer it to God. And I want you to offer it to God in a way as if you are wasting it. So he asked them to fill the pot. They filled the pot. 4 big pots. And you say, oh, pastor said don't give. I never said that. You are just hearing what you want to hear. You are like one of my boys. When they want to hear what they want to hear, they say, no, that's not what I said. I said, go clean the dishes. I didn't say put it in the sink. I said, go clean it. No, I didn't say put it in the washer. No, I didn't want you to run the washer. It's just a few. Do the dishes. But they have selective hearing when they want to hear what they want to hear. So I never said don't give. Because the Bible said, for God so loved the world that he gave. But what I've been condemning, and we will always condemn in this stuff, we will never beg. We will never say, if you don't do it, God will punish you. Because God has punished your sin on the body of Jesus. And God is not visiting your iniquities on you. Amen. But we teach you to love God enough that whatever you have, you are so willing to bless God with. These people have not experienced the goodness of God for 3.5 years. It has not rained. Water was so scarce. Yet, Elisha said, even though to you it doesn't seem as if this our offering has anything to do with God showing up, but God always wants you to show your love towards him by what you give him. They say, fill the pot. They fill the pot. Wasteful upon wasteful. He said, pour it on the offering. They pour it on the offering. To make the meat wet, to make the wood wet. The water run up. And the people were like, Elijah, if you know how long I walked to get this water, and you are just wasting it, because he ran all into the trenches. And he said, do it again. They're like, this is 3-day journey walk. You want us to do it again? Say, yeah, do it again. They went back home. And the water they've been saving, in case, because last week when they got the water, every member of the family went to draw the water. They brought it. Give it to God. And to make matter worse, he said, do it again. For the 3rd time. They're like, you know what? We've done it 1 time. We've done it the 2nd time. We might as well do it the 3rd time. We are in now. We might as well go in all the way. So now all the supply of water they have is gone. And you think God will not press you. That's not the Bible. God will press you when you say, Lord, I don't think this is you because you are not this mean. You know how long I've been saving this money. You know, Lord, that just stop me now if it's not you. You will not hear anything from heaven. T.D. Jakes said he was saving towards buying a house. The first time he saved and was able to gather $10,000 for the down payment, God said, give it out. He gave it away. He said he almost killed him to explain to his wife what he did with the money. That God said, give it away. The 2nd time, this time they saved $16,000 to buy the house. And he was writing a book, Women Thou Art Loose. He wrote the book, took it to the publisher. They said, it's a good book, but nobody will buy it. And God told him, use your money to publish it. He said, he can't tell his wife that God said, take the saving again to publish a book. But when you know the voice of God, when you know the voice of God, to you it's not a risk. He took that $16,000 and published the book. The books sold out in 1 week. They published another to get 5,000 copies. It sold out in a week, that 5,000 copies. The following week, another 5,000 sold out. That book was selling at 10,000 copies per week. From driving a raggedy car, not able to buy a house, he was able to buy a Mercedes, he was able to buy a 1.7 million house. From now being able to qualify to buy a house in the first place, because he obeyed God and took that 16,000 that was all the money he got to obey God. A book that they said no, will not sell, was selling at 10,000 copies a week. Today, that book has sold about 2 million copies. Why are you so scared? It doesn't make any sense. You say, when I die, I'm going to heaven. But you're afraid of obeying him now with your life. Why are you trusting with your eternity? The people trusted God and obeyed Elijah. And after they did, Elijah said, Lord, show time. Prove yourself that you sent me. The Bible says fire came down from heaven, consumed the offering, consumed the rock, consumed the stone, consumed the firewood, and lick up all the water. And the people fell face down. Said, yes, Jehovah is God. And Elijah said, all these fake prophets who are not working, let's grab them. They grabbed them. It would have been good if that's why the story stopped. Because now God has proven to the people that he is God. But remember the topic we are covering, the sound of abundance. The problem was that there was no rain. When the people gave God what they have, The water they could not afford to give away. But when they gave it to God, without hearing anything, Elisha told everybody, I hear the sound of the abundance of rain. That was music to their ear. If you remember, we did a topic about 6 or 8 weeks ago. We call it commanded blessing. In that place, I was showing you when God instructed them to let the land rest for 7 years. He said, you will plant for 6 years. In the 7th year, don't plant anything on your land. In the 6th year, when you stop planting, I will command the blessing to come on your life, that the harvest you will have in the 6th year will outlast you for the 7th year. You will even have enough by the time you are harvesting the 8th year that you have to throw it away. I will command a blessing to come into your life if you obey me. But we are in the show me state, and the Israelites were show me people. They're like, what if you don't work, God? You know, this is too risky. I ain't risking my life. Look, I'm a farmer and I farm every year. They never obey God. If you read 2nd Chronicle, the last chapter of 2nd Chronicle or 1st Chronicle, you will see what the Bible said here. It said, when God sent them away to Babylonian exile, the land rested for 70 years. The Sabbath year that they never obeyed, God forced it from them. So when Elisha decreed that it will not rain, guess what happened? The land rested for 3.5 years. Do you know what happened when the land rested? All the green vegetation died, decomposed, and fertilized the land. All the organisms that are supposed to reproduce will fertilize the land and make the land very rich. And when the people gave God water, which they least could afford, and before the man of God saw anything, he spoke it into existence. Most of us, we are speaking our problem instead of our solution. Don't you know? Whatever you look for, that's what manifests.
Yes.
If you look for problem keeps showing up. If you pray solution, you speak solution starts showing up.
Amen.
This my brother said, he said there was a sermon I was preaching a few weeks ago. He said he loved 2 cars, Charger and Infiniti G35. He said, but when he told somebody, I want to buy me a Charger, that one said, are you okay? That is the black dude's car. Have you ever seen any gentleman drive that car? Everyone that drives that car is a pimp. He said, and from that day, anytime he said the only reasonable person you know driving a Charger is Laura. He said, if you see 40 of it, it will be driven by a pimp-looking guy. Then I preached in the church. I said, whatever you expect to see in life, that's what you will attract.
Yes.
If, for instance, you don't believe, like most men, they don't believe in, most men, they have 2 colors of shoe, black and brown. Okay? That is the color men wears.
Yes.
Black and brown. They can have 10 of it, it's going to be 5 black and 5 brown.
Yes, right.
But then assume your friend say, I want you to be my best man. And we are wearing black and white shoe. Ha! I don't know if I can wear white shoes, but you're wearing white shoe. And you protest and everything say, but it's going to be white shoe. It's just one occasion.
Wear it for me.
So you wear it for him. And you know, this still don't look that bad. You did finish the wedding ceremony. Now your brain realizes white shoe is important to you because you wore it. I guarantee you every time you go out now, you just be minding your own business. Something will just pull your eye to look at somebody's feet like, wow, so white shoe is not that real. You start seeing men with white shoe. All of a sudden, before then you don't even believe, you only believe only gay men wear white shoe. You are so convinced that only gay men wear white shoe. But all of a sudden, because see, if your brain shows you everything, you will go crazy. That is why people who have autism, you will see them, when they come out, they put their hand in their ear. Because when you and I go outside now, the only thing that will attract our attention is maybe somebody blowing their car on or some other sound. there are cricket sound, there's everything. You only hear what you are accustomed to listening to. There was an Indian guy, came from the reservation, was walking